Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be breaking down and showing my trades from 8th of March 2021. On this day, I made 1.5k, that is 1,500 US dollars with a total hold time of 5 minutes. In total, on this day, I only took 3 trades with an average hold time of around 1.5 to 2 minutes, but I will be discussing a very important concept in this video on how I change my position sizing depending on the plays. This is one of the most important questions I get on my Instagram DMs and YouTube comments, that how I'm able to change my position sizing depending on the play that is in front of me. This is because sometimes I take 50, 60 contracts and sometimes I only take 5 contracts or maybe 2 contracts. In this video, I will be breaking down on what I think before I take a trade, on how much I'm willing to risk on a trade. If you don't know, Feb 2021 officially marked 2 years since I got introduced to the concept of day trading. That was in Feb 2019. And fortunately, Feb 2021 was my biggest month yet by a huge margin. Having my biggest month yet in Feb 2021 is a huge milestone for me. This is not only because of the PNL aspect, but I was also traveling for the last 2 weeks of Feb. A few of my biggest days in Feb were while traveling and trading off my laptop with my mobile trading station. I shared everything on my Instagram stories that I am trading near the beach and everything like that. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you're missing out on a lot of good trading content. I will post a link in the description box below. Now, if you're thinking that why I'm not sharing my total PNL for the month of Feb 2021, this is because trading is already very emotional, and in 2021 I just decided to keep my monthly PNL to myself. Saying that, I might be sharing my quarterly or my half yearly PNL in one of the next videos. I'm not sure if I will be sharing in June or maybe end of March, I'm not sure. But if you follow me on Instagram, you can see that I used to post consistently every single month on how my monthly PNL was going in 2020. Let's now look what the overall market is doing for the past few days, and to be completely honest, SPY is not having a clear direction for the past 2 weeks. If you have been trading for a while, I have seen that many traders have been struggling for the month of February and March. This is just because SPY is not having a clean direction. This can also be seen by looking at the chart. If you look at chart, there's a lot of volume on SPY, and SPY is making like $10-15 move in one single day. $10 to $15 move in a day on SPY is a lot, because if you look at the ATR of SPY, this is finviz.com, and this is a free site that you can use to check the ATR and the short float of different tickers. On SPY, the ATR is $6.61, and recently SPY has been moving $10 to $15 in a day, which is 2 times the ATR, which means that there's a lot of uncertainty in the overall market. In such market conditions, I usually limit my watch list to only 2, 3 or maybe 4 stocks in a day instead of watching 6 stocks. This is because the more stocks I watch, I will be tempted to take more plays, but because the market is not having a clean direction, it will lead to overtrading and losing money. Because of this reason, I was only watching 4 stocks on 8th of March 2021, that is Tesla, GME, Disney and Amazon. If you look at Tesla, Tesla has been selling off like no tomorrow, and it has gone down from a high of around $900 to around $560 now. The volume on Tesla is also high, so it's giving some really good scalping opportunities. That's why I watch Tesla every single day. The next stock I was watching was GME. This is just because of short squeeze, and it was breaking the 150 level in the pre-market. That's why I was watching this stock, but I did not trade it. I was also watching Disney. This is because Disney was holding the SPY sell-off pretty strongly, and it was around the 200 level in the pre-market itself, so it had a high chance of breaking all-time high, which it did. The last stock I was watching on 8th of March 2021 is Amazon. This is because Amazon made a huge bullish wick on Friday, that is a $150 wick on Friday last week. That's why I was looking that if Amazon has good volume on Monday this week, that is 8th of March 2021, it can give me a good scalping opportunity towards the upside. All my 3 trades on 8th of March 2021 were on Tesla. I wanted to catch the break of 600 on Tesla, but I did not take it. This is because it was too extended in my opinion. It moved from 585 to 600, that is $15 move without giving any red candle, any consolidation, which is a bit too extended in my dictionary. Therefore, I wanted to wait for some sort of consolidation before taking my trade. It gave us a nice consolidation, and it's holding above the level 605. It never closed under the level 605, and as soon as it broke the high of the day, I placed my order to get filled 10 contracts, and I'm placing 620 calls same week expiry, and my average fill price for 10 contracts was 25.56. It broke 610 and it's holding above 610 level, so I have no reason to get out, but if I take 10 contracts, that is if I take more than 5 contracts, I like to partial along the way so that I can lock in some profits. At 613, I saw a huge ask at 613. That's why I took 5 contracts out at a premium price of 26.67. I'm still holding 5 of my contracts to see what happens near 615 level. If I see any sort of rejection, I will take some more out, and that's what I did. I took 2 more contracts out at a premium price of 27.28. 615 also broke, but we are not getting any clean follow through. I want the bids to hold above 615. I want to see a lot of green, that is buyers are willing to pay the ask on the time and sales. That is not happening at 615 level. But because I have taken my 7 contracts out already, it's giving me some confidence to hold my 3 contracts, because even if those 3 contracts go to break even, this was still a good trade. Now my stop loss for those 3 contracts was 613 level. When the 613 level failed to hold, I got out of my remaining 3 contracts at a premium price of 26.31. Overall on this trade with 10 contracts, I made $1110, that is $1,110. My next trade was again on Tesla, and I took it at the break of 615 again. Now many of you may have this question that I could have held my previous trade for a lot longer, bigger move. This is just because I stick to my stop loss. My stop loss was that if it breaks 613 towards the downside, I will get out of my position, because these days, as I told you, market is not having a clean direction. It's better to lock in my profits, reassess the situation, and I can jump in again if I see a clean move. At the break of 615, I placed my order to get filled 10 contracts, and my average fill price was 28.20. Now at this point, if I see any sort of rejection at 615, I will get out of my position so that my risk is limited, because I'm already green for the day. And as you saw that at 618, I saw some kind of rejection. I took my quick profits. I got out 5 contracts at a premium price of 29.10. I'm still holding my 5 contracts to see if it can break 620 or not, because there's a lot of momentum towards the upside. Tesla briefly broke 620. It made a high of the day at 620.125. I'm holding 3 contracts, but because again I have taken partial, I have taken 7 contracts out, it gives me confidence to hold my 3 contracts. I saw that there's a lot of rejection around 615 level, and the contracts were almost at my break-even price. My fill price was at 28.20, and for the remaining 3 contracts I lost around $60, but I got out pretty much break-even on those remaining 3 contracts. After my first 2 long trades on Tesla sold off aggressively. I got out right around here, but if you look at the 5-minute chart, it gave us 5 red candles without giving any single green candle, which means that sellers are clearly in control at this point. I will take it short. That means I will buy puts on this position. This is because Tesla was holding this trend line 1, 2 and 3 retests on this trend line. That's why on the 4th retest of the trend line, I took 2 contracts, only 2 contracts. This is because I don't want to risk more than $200 on this trade. Prior to this position that I took, I was up $1,700 on the day, and I only took 2 contracts on this trade, not 10 contracts that I took on my first 2 trades. This is because firstly, this is not an A+ setup in my opinion, and secondly, I'm willing to risk $200 on this trade. I was up $1,700, and even if I lose $200 or $250 on those 2 contracts on this trade, it won't ruin my day, and I can end the day with $1,500 green, and that will be a pretty good day, because I only took 3 trades, 2 were green, 1 was red, and the red trade was on really small size compared to my green trades. On this pullback, I got filled 2 contracts at a premium price of 22.75, and my plan is that if it breaks the low of the day, I will add to my position. I will add maybe 5 or 10 contracts so that I can have a good enough size. But if it breaks the trend line towards the upside, I will get out of my position. We saw that it's clearly breaking the trend line towards the upside. My stop loss was $598 on this trade. That's why I exited 2 contracts at a premium price of 21.50. So in total, I lost $250 on this trade, which is what I was willing to lose. That said, I only took 3 trades on 8th of March 2021. I made $1,788 on my 2 calls trades, and I lost $250 on my last puts trade. Overall, ending the day with $1,536 in the green, which is not bad. Hopefully now you get an idea of how I'm able to manage my position sizing depending on the play that is in front of me. I keep varying my position sizing depending on what I'm seeing on the charts. I change my position sizing depending on 3 things. The first thing is that what is the play in front of me? Is it worth the risk to reward? The second thing is that if I'm green or red for the day. And third thing is that if I'm willing to risk that amount of money to see if the play works out or not. Every trade you take is a risk to reward. I always ask this question to myself that if I take a trade, if I place a trade, am I willing to lose that amount of money? Because as soon as I place that trade, I just consider that that amount of money is gone from my account, and I just have to wait for the play to work out. Every consistent trader you talk to, they will always talk about accepting the risk, and this is one of those things which is easier said than done. When I first started trading, I still remember that it was very hard for me to risk my money. Even losing $100 used to ruin my day, and it happens with each and every trader. If you think like that, none of the traders, none of the hedge funds, none of the algorithms, no one is trading to lose their money. Everyone wants to make money in the market. But with enough time and experience, you will eventually have enough red days, enough green days that your mindset will change and you will start accepting the risk eventually. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for a lot more trading videos. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you follow me there because you are missing out on a lot of good trading content. If you have any questions for me, post a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can, and I will see you in the next video.